Though the shutdown has ended, there will be lingering effects. Flight reductions of 6% will remain at 40 major U.S. airports. The cuts were implemented last week as more air traffic controllers were calling out of work. The 6% cut remains in place so officials can assess whether the air traffic system can return to normal operations safely. Joining us for more is Henry Harteveldt, industry analyst and president of the Atmosphere Research Group. Henry, thank you so much for joining us. So the shutdown is over, but effects remain. When will things get back to normal?
Well, the path to normality runs through the FAA. The faster the FAA says that airlines can resume normal operations, the faster we get back to full schedules of flights.
Now, with Thanksgiving just 2 weeks away, what should air passengers consider as they prepare to travel?
Well, I'm going to be one of those. My hope as an analyst is that the FAA will allow airlines within the next few days to start resuming normal flights, that 6% reduction in flights either goes away completely or gets cut and then gets cut again back to zero. So right now, we should anticipate normal operations for Thanksgiving. We do have to remember, though, that the Thanksgiving travel period actually begins a week from Friday and runs through the Monday after Thanksgiving.
Now, during this shutdown, federal authorities reported an uptick in air traffic controller absences. Is there any information about whether they permanently left their jobs?
We don't have information about that, Veronica. What I have heard is that resignations increased. Retirements increased from a normal 4 a day to as many as 15 a day during the shutdown. But how many retirements, the FAA has not specified, nor have they specified how many controllers have quit their jobs. What we are seeing is that controllers are returning to work. The promise that they will get their back pay paid within the next few days, I think, has done a great deal to help motivate those hard workers to get back to the job.
And how about the airlines themselves? How much money did they lose, and what effect, if any, will that have on travelers?
The airlines have not specified how much money they've lost. We do have to remember that while many flights, thousands of flights were canceled, a lot of those passengers were rebooked on other flights. So the airlines will probably report this when they announce their fourth quarter earnings in January of next year. We did hear from Delta CEO Ed Bastian, who said that 2,000 flights were canceled and that the airline will take a revenue hit this quarter from the shutdown. Passengers, however, shouldn't expect anything as a result of this. The airline business is intensely competitive. Price competition remains. So I think from that standpoint, it will be business as usual.
Henry Harteveldt, thanks so much.
Thank you.